Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have another Pauper League. We've got a spicy brew for you here. So we are trying not a new card now, because obviously Demand Answers has been out for quite a while. But we are here with a green-red control deck, which is sort of taken from obviously the Gardens approach with the addition of Demand Answers, while also trying to take the sort of mono red Tron, I guess, along with other things. To be fair, it's just an amalgamation of really good red cards with, along with the valuable green initiative threat that we have, along with some cards that kind of are acceptable in green, because green, as you know, hasn't got a lot of support. And I think giving it some love is probably where I want to be. I want to try this deck out and see how we do get on. So essentially what we are is a control deck, because we are trying to control with all the answers that we have. We have 4 Scred, 4 Lightning Bolt, 3 Breath Weapon, which is essentially our main source of removal, which is pretty good going, I think, because, you know, that answers pretty much anything. Scred obviously gets bigger. Lightning Bolt at worst can go face. So it may end up being the typical way that you can win the game. We do have a one-of makeshift munitions to help control that with other decks, other matchups, all that sort of good stuff. We are running 4 Lembas and 3 Ica Wellspring, along with 2 Candy Trail to sort of get the engine out there. I'm really excited to see how this deck works, because essentially this is like the Tron sort of mono red control, like the Tron deck, is how that sort of wins. Not wins, but survives. It obviously has Lembas and kind of, we don't have the access to just have a bunch of mana to be able to do that. And there is potentially a way to make this into a green-red Tron deck, but ultimately this is the idea. I did want to get away from Boredom Party / Altasaur decks being green-red, so we will see how this goes. This is the first time I have ran this through a league, so we'll just suck it and see how we do get on. We are running 2 Moments Peace and 2 Weatherstorm, basically because I couldn't decide which one is better positioned. They both have, I would probably say a Moments Peace right now, with the all that glitters being everywhere. But I think a 2-2 split right now is a good hedge. We have a Pulse, just to give us some sort of value, some sort of life gain, and see how we get on there. Like, it's a pretty good card. It's pretty good into heavy removal decks and all that sort of stuff. There is maybe a chance that I should add an Elementalist to sort of have that way recur that for some sort of value, but we'll see. We have 2 Crimson Fleet Commodore. This card is obviously very strong. The Monarch is, again, another thing that is really good to have access to. Same with the Avenging Hunter. Maybe a 3-3 split is better, but who knows. For Avenging Hunter, the reason to play this deck, this card just kills quick. So that's what we're hoping. We can clear the board, we can jam an Avenging Hunter, and we get there. Our Deadly Dispute, being 4 Demand Answers, doesn't give us a treasure, so we can't ramp into it like other decks can, but ultimately, still a turn 5 Avenger Hunter is still pretty good. We have 3 Oliphants to kind of help with the mana. We are running 18 lands with 3 Oliphants, so I do sort of expect to be able to get our lands out there. We have 2 Candy Trails, a lot of redraws, so getting to 2 mana is easy, and effectively Demand Answers and Thrill being able to work off discard is still pretty good. And then we have a one-off Fangren just to round things up with, a lot of all that glitters about, so we'll see how that performs. And then finally, I guess to touch on is 4 Demand Answers, 2 Thriller possibilities. Essentially, I wanted them to be instant speed. There is, like, obviously Torment and Voice. There is other, like, Cathartic Reunion. There is Faithless Luton. But I wanted to operate at instant speed, so this is why I thought I'd try the Thrill. Obviously, it's not as good as Demand Answers, being able to sacrifice that Wellspring or that Lembas or whatever to basically draw 2 cards, but still good enough. I did, again, it's also why I did avoid the 2 of Thrill possibilities being Reckless Impulse and Ren's Resolve. Is with A, we have a lot of expensive and situational cards, but also I did want to operate at instant speed wherever possible. So that is that. Finally, the sideboard is just all the good red-green cards that I could think of. So I opted for Ancient Grudge over the Glamour, basically because we are red and green, so we can double hit. quite easily. We don't hit bridges, which is obviously fine to some extent, but we do have access to cast into the fire to sort of help with the exiling of things. We have 4 red elemental blasts for all the blue decks, 3 relic opportunities for all the graveyard based decks, Cycle Storm, Dredge, things like that. An additional Fangrum Marauder for those artifact based decks for life gain. Another Pulse for decks for heavy removal, and also the aggro decks, because we have a lot of ways to put stuff in the graveyard to recur those to gain that 6 life. And then an extra copy of Moment's Peace and Weatherstorm, just because I don't know which one's better. So let's suck it and see. And that is basically the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because it is a brew. I am obviously starting to go back to enjoying a bit of brewing a bit more. I have a bit more, not a bit more time, but I have a bit more opportunity to sort of play these brews. So we'll kind of see how we get on. If you do enjoy this video, please do not forget to check out my link for Manatraders in the description below and use the referral link and also the coupon code Teasdale to get 10% off any your first 2 months of purchasing a rental. And also, if you are looking at selling tickets, it is a great way to support me. And also check out, because you will be seeing other content on this channel and also my Patreon from the Manatraders series, where you can obviously, I'll be looking at playing in those, because they're a great way and a free thing to enter to essentially win up to £15,000 monthly payout. So there is a lot of money on the line, and they're just all the time. Like last month was Legacy, this month is, I actually can't remember, but this month we will be partaking just to try some different formats and utilising obviously Manatraders rental scheme. It is a great way to obviously try different formats and keep playing in this game with a lot of different formats and a lot of different cards that you need access to. So I highly recommend checking those out. Also, if you do want any exclusive content, please do check out my Patreon, patreon.com/TeasdaleM2G, and the link will be in the description below. And thank you for the support. We are nearly at 1,000 subs, so again, please do not forget to like and subscribe. We are almost there. It has been a great couple of years, and I'm really excited to where this journey is going. So please, thank you for the support, and if you could just give me a subscribe for absolutely free, and I will see you guys for round 1. So guys, here we are for round 1, and we are on the play here. I think this is a keeper hand. I don't see why not. We have an Oliphant here for the green source, so I'm happy enough here. We also do have a Scred if we need to. Red Tomb Raider, so that's fine. We will just Mountain Cycle here for Highland Forest. I don't think we need to get the green out yet, right? Do we just play a Lembas here? Actually no, I'll probably just play the Highland Forest and then Scred this. I think this is the best thing to do. So they're black-red. Double Tomb Raider. Look at 1, and then we'll probably look at Lembas, I would imagine, hit for 2. So playing Red-Black Madness. Demand Answers. So if that's the case, I think I just Wellspring here. And do it before we play the land in case we draw this, which is fine. It means I can Demand Answers this. Obviously see a lot more cards. But they are Black Red Madness. This is where maybe potentially a Gorilla Shaman could be good in the side, but we obviously still do have some form of artifact hit. Thrill's not the greatest draw. I really am just unexcited to see this card, but Weather's not the worst. Neither is Candy Trail and Moment's Peace. But I am going to tap out here and just play a Lembas. Second Weather's fine. Double green source, so I'm fine keeping this. We are on 14, so highly unlikely that we do die, but we can just hold mana here, which I think I'm fine doing. We can gain some off this. Okay. So I think we'll just Lembas here. I think I'm just going to Lembas, Scry. Breath Weapon's actually probably pretty reasonable. I'll play, I guess I'll play the Mountain in case they do decide to try and burn me out or something. 3, 6, 9, 12. So in theory, they could bolt us here. Scred, Candy Trail. So top. And then I'm actually just going to weather and hope that they don't have like quad bolt. Very unlikely, but there's one. The storm trigger is happening, so they are gaining 9, but I do think this is probably the best bet. We also then have a Scred on the top, so we can kill this Goblin Tomb Raider. We have a breath weapon, so we can get rid of this if they do get a what's the word? If they get a kitchen impound. 2, sure. Now at 14. So I'm just gonna draw a card here. Gain 3, draw a card, and then play the Candy Drill, just to kind of improve my draws, and then I have Scred or Moments Piece up. Oliphant and Scred. I think both these are reasonable. I could do it another land, but the Oliphant is a land if I need to. I guess I probably just oh, 14th. Do I just weather here? Get another 9. Seems reasonable to me. Probably want to look at putting the makeshift munitions down. They are on 24, so we do have to try and control the board and then probably kill them with a Vengeance Hunter. So we'll see if there's a kitchen coming. Yeah, discarding a land. That's a good sign for us. Losing a blood token and not getting value is pretty good going for us. So we'll get a Scred here. Let's crack this to gain 3 to draw some cards. And then we'll Oliphant. Probably just for a mountain, right? Mountain. Play a mountain. Then I can Scred plus Thrill end of turn. I think that's fine. So we can Scred this 2-2. We also have Breath Weapon up if they play a Kitchen Imp or what have you, or just any more threat. Vampire's Kiss, sure. They're on 22, they're on 26. And then I'm just going to end a turn Thrill to... this is fine. End a turn Thrill just a discard the Moments Piece, because we still get some sort of value. And I'm just sort of looking for a threat of some description. In that counts enough, right? Big 6-4. Shields are down, but we can rebuild next turn. Well, we have a lot of removal, and we can just Lembas makeshift munitions. And if they want to kill this, it's less burn in our face. Yep. Discard a land, sure. Epic Q is fine. If they deploy any extra threat here, we're sort of just laughing, really, because we just gain value off Breath Weapon. I don't think I want another land. Demand Dancers is reasonable. I think I'll just play the makeshift munitions. And then just pass. I still have 2. I can't Breath Weapon, but I can still Demand Dancers and still shoot something and still gain 3. I don't like... I can't see us dying here, but we are at a... Like, again, they're just... These not getting madness triggers, like the blood tokens not getting madness triggers, is really strong for us. Because that's their, like, source of card advantage. So... Scrapwork much, sure. Again, just discarding a land here. Another Scrapwork mode. So this is Breath Weapon value here. Another discard of lands. So 2 cards in hand. Hit for 1. Totally fine. Go to the next end step. And then I'm just going to Demand Dancers here. Sacrifice an artifact. and sacrifice one of the Lembasses. It shuffles in, that's fine. And then we kind of just hopefully looking to draw more removal is always not a bad thing, but so we'll play this forest, play the Highland Forest, and then we'll pass here. We'll probably look at Breath Weapon plus three other possibilities. Discarding a Breath Weapon, probably. But we'll wait till they attack so they don't get like unearth triggers. Goodbye. So they do get value here. Deadly Dispute one away, sure. Do I get rid of a Scred here, maybe? Over a Breath Weapon? Potentially. Kitchen Imp, sure. A post-combat Kitchen Imp. Oh. So I guess I do just get rid of a Breath Weapon. Lightning Bolt. Let's get this. There's going to be no real difference between Scred and Lightning Bolt here. They're going to deadly to it? No. Lembas, let's go. Keep the redraws coming. Don't need another land. I got one anyways. We'll play one, and then we'll keep another one in hand now for discarding for... Well, we've played both thrills, haven't we? So we don't need to keep it in hand, actually. We are 26 cards left in our deck. We are literally just waiting for Avenging Hunters. We can start shooting them to death. It's not the end of the world with the thrill and the makeshift munitions and the Lembasses. So it's not the end of the world, but is what it is. So I think the weather's going to be good here, as opposed to the makeshift munitions. Commodore's a great one. Another card that if they answer, sure, great. But if not, I will just eventually just kill them. I don't need to keep this land. So we can shoot something. I'm assuming they're just going to kill this. Deadly Dispute. They have 29 cards left in their deck. We have 25. Obviously, we do have the non-bow of Breath Weapon Commodore, but it is literally just because of... it's literally just because of the Tomb Raider. This kills Tomb Raider, the other one doesn't. Where we don't really care about keeping the 5/2 alive that much. This guy. Tomb Raider is fine. Scrap Magma. Double Tomb Raider, sure. Is that it? Goodbye. Three mana for this guy. Sure. So they're on a lot of life. We are on an effective, like, we're getting 9 here at 26, but 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But we are running short of answers. We do have a Moment's Peace, which maybe we should have Moment's Peace actually. Yeah, that was probably a mistake. I did forget about the Moment's Peace. Maybe we should have put a Campfire in here as well. We're only on 22 cards left in our deck. They're staring at us. Sure. Let's gain 3. Well, so we've only got not many lands left in our deck. Still no Avenging Hunter. Jeez. Avenging Hunter is not allowed to be found, clearly. We'll have a staring competition here. Yeah. Another land? Great. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I do also want to make sure I can leave myself enough. I should be fine with the Lembas, to be fair, with 4 Avenging Hunters. So I probably will just pitch a draw 2, discard 2. That's fine. We don't have another breath weapon. So if they do go Scrapwork Mud, plus a creature in one turn, we may struggle. We'll have to scred. Like, do you know what I mean? We might obviously have a lot, not be able to remove, but I guess obviously we do have the Moments piece for that. Flashback is fine. Like, we're on 17 here. They have 21 cards left in their deck. Like, obviously we have less cards. Like, this is fine. We will scred this. Goodbye. I guess just pitching this is probably fine. Wow. Wow. I guess we just target the Oliphant here, gain 6, play the Oliphant. That's the Oliphant. Play land and pass. I find it quite amazing, to be fair. We have 16 cards left in our deck. We have 16 cards left in our deck coming up to, and we probably, looking at this, we won't have found one Avenging Hunter. Unless this is an Avenging Hunter. Yeah, no. Not one. We can still gain some, we can still shoot something. Like, obviously the makeshift munitions is not the greatest with the snow lands and the no artifact lands and things, but it gives the Lembas some reach. Maybe it should be. Discard. Madness. Maybe it should be a campfire. I'm just thinking about the inevitability of actually shooting stuff. With the Lembasses, it just gives us that little bit of reach, but I don't know if it'll end up mattering too much. We could also give up the initiative here. That is something we may possibly do. Probably not, but... Just cast Moments piece here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We've got 2 lands left in our deck. Can I please have some initiative, guy? No? Okay. Okie dokie. So, yes. Hey! We got there! I think they've cast 4 Galblast, right? 1. 1. 2. Just 2. Okay. So we're getting lower and lower. 13 cards left in our deck. It's fine. We got 13 here. 2 cards. I'm going to shoot this end of turn. Shoot. Draw a card. We have 4 lightning bolts, obviously. Let's gain 3 life. Not because we are a little bit low, but not massively low. Bangering Marauder. 5. Let's Avenging Hunter. Search for a basic, which we only have. I think we only have 1 basic left in our deck. Yep. Play that basic. And then we'll play this. Gives us another threat too. to forge, because we need to basically forge trap to try and kill them as quick as possible, as we have 10 cards left in our deck. And that is great. We'll discard a land. No problemo there. So we have no lands left in our deck. All cards in our deck are action. And 4 of them are Lembas, right? We're on 16 though. So very unlikely to die. We have 4 lightning bolts as well, which is obviously 12 damage if we need to. They pitched some lands, right? Oh no, they pitched a lightning bolt and an epicure, is that? Galv blast this guy. Shoot you for 1. Pew! Okay. Is the last card you're going to use? Yeah, lightning bolt. Okay. Pyong. Fail 1. Cool story, bro. We're on 16. Do I want to Can I afford to scry and do all that sort of good stuff? I don't think so, right? Do I have to forge nothing? No, actually, I can go Lostwell here. And then try and get an Avenger Hunter. Bottom. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 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 do. Stash. Their land. Should we get maybe another Avenger Hunter? A Commodore. It's a threat, so on top. Right. So we're gonna hit. So we've got 7 cards here. There's another Avenger Hunter. We have another Avenger Hunter in our top 10. Yes. And I should basically be able to kill them from this point. Flashback Luton, sure. What you got? What you got? Kitchen Imp, Fiery Temper. So they're going to Fiery Temper the Commodore here, and then Kitchen Imp, obviously. Yep. Try and attack. So, do we bolt? Probably not. Probably just shoot, right? I think that's probably better. I think that's probably better than using the bolt, because the bolt is 12 damage to the face that we don't need to use. So we gotta go Catacombs, make a 4-1, draw for turn. Wellspring. Let's hit for 5 here. Then Avenger Hunter. Ultimate, get another Avenger Hunter, right? Yep. 4 Lembas, a Moment's Peace. I can't get anything. And then pass. So they're on 29, but we have obviously a lot of cards. We have a lot of bolts too, so they are dead next turn, right? Lightning Bolt this. Shoot you for 1. So 8, 10, 10, 18, deaded. I'll put it on the. I guess I'll put it on this one anyways. It doesn't really matter too much. I could have put it on here, but I don't think they have a. I don't think they have another. What's the word? I don't think they have another Galv Blast. So if you thought you were in for a short video, I think you may be mistaken. We're 30 minutes into this video, and we've done game 1. Very good going. So, whether... Don't want grudges. Do we want casting the fire, though? Or do we want grudges? I think we actually probably want Marauder and Pulse, right? I don't think we want it in this sort of view, though. Display... Pile? Am I right? So... I don't think we want Moment's Peace. I think Cut of Thrill's perfectly reasonable. I think Breath Weapon's fine, Demand Answers and all that sort of stuff is all good. So let's just go with that. See how we get on. So 1 lander, no Oliphant, double removal spell. If we had a second land, I think this would keep, like, if it was instead of munitions. I think munitions is definitely seeming to be the weakest card here. I guess I'll put the Thrill to the bottom. And that's fine. Obviously, this is what this process is all about. It gives us some sort of... Like, it didn't actually matter in 90% of that. I'm assuming I just want to bolt this, right? I just need this dead. EpiQR or... Candy Trill's a good way to obviously filter the draws. Oliphant is good, so is the land. So, which way around do I want to do this? So probably just one, actually I just think top, like this. Because I'm thinking crack, play the land. Crack, play the land, and, maybe not ideal. Maybe I can demand answer this, but I think I prefer gain the 3. So we want to play this land and then pass. So effectively, we're going to crack the Candy Trail. Crack the Candy Trail, then Oliphant end of turn, and then pulse the Oliphant back. Now, Spellbomb's an interesting one because it only stops the Lembasses. Yes. It's fine. Gain 3. Oliphant probably for a green source. I don't think I'll need the extra. If I draw a 1-drop burn spell, I don't think I care too much. Okay. So I don't know what the best way forward is here because I want to pulse the Oliphant back, but I also don't want to lose the 6 life. I guess if for one's fine, totally reasonable. I think I'm gonna do this. I want to do this. That's fine. Just for that 6 life. Totally fine. Actually, to be fair, I do need the land, but that's besides the point. So I will discard for the Avenging Hunter because we've already got 3. We hit a land as well. Wow. Pretty good going. So they're going to avoid Weather the Storm, I'm assuming. I'm doing it this way around. They have 3 cards in hand. Okay. So, not 4. We need to avoid, like, obviously a hasty creature to take the initiative back. I also do want to Fangrant somewhat, but I also don't want to get eaten by a double burn spell. So maybe the plan is Avenging Hunter, but then again, it's very risky with burn spell plus Epicure being on the board. Stapler, sure. I don't think I need Relic. Yeah. So I think Relic is a problem. Isn't a problem. I don't think we need that. I think we probably can cut some Avenging Hunters actually, even though they are our win con. But Commodore. I think playing this out and trying to eat double burn spell is probably the best thing to do. Okay. Pass down or something. Alright, okay. Flashy back. So burn spell. Pair red. Bolt this into bolt this. Yep. It's not ideal, but they're more likely to kill. Well, they have to kill this because it gains too much life over time. Pulse. Not the worst, but not ideal again. We gain 6 life, but we're no further off winning the game. Yes. Maybe I do need Ancient Grudge. It's blood tokens and things. Breath Weapon's a great reset. Maybe I should just... Nah. I feel like I have to Breath Weapon here. Deadly Dispute. Yeah. Pretty unfortunate here. I think we're probably dead. But... especially with 4 cards. Well, 5 cards in hand, but 4 actual cards in hand. Montagna. I'm going to play this land just to represent weather. But this is my game plan here. And then I'm going to scry, hopefully, if I get that opportunity. I don't think we need a forest, but I guess we might as well get it for what it's worth. I don't think we'll ever need... it won't matter that we'll need this much red, but... Madness Kitchen Imp. This is not ideal. Not ideal. I will block this, take 2, they take the initiative, that's fine. Then they can burn this if they want to, which again is fine by me. I have no issue with that. But I do need to find some sort of draw spell. Not draw spell, I need to find some sort of remove for this. I need to find some life gain because I'm only on 7. This isn't cutting it. I do have this, so if they burn bolt this, that's fine. So that makes me think that the door... oh, I'm on 6. Oh, I'm on 6. Rah! Scry. Double Lembas. I think 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8. Not quite there yet, but they are actual life gains. Yeah, I think I have to top them. I'll play this, and I'm gonna pass. They can forge this up, which is only awkward if they draw a bolt. I think this might be bad. Not really sure, if I'm totally honest. I probably should have bottomed both of those. So we block here. Again, if the way's not bolt on my guy, that's very defensive and most likely. Yeah. I don't. Oh, the scry. I guess they have obviously the. Oh, maybe they're just a burn spell away. So the one top they can pitch a dead card. Okay. That's not what they're doing. Whee! Scry on top. Play a land. Scry on top. Actually, I don't know what I've got, but top. Look at all my life gain. Oh god. Let's gain 3. Hmm. Yes. So I gotta crack the candy trail to draw a card here. So if I draw a bolt, I can obviously attack, get the clue, to, get the treasure token. For this, so top that, attack. We are very close to dying here, so yes. So then we get stash here. Yes. Stash. Great treasure token. Am I dead? Oh. So I might be dead. I might be just out of range. I have a scred for this kitchen imp. That is all we can hope for. Wait till we get into combat. So they can't put another one in. Let's kill this. Oh my god, what a grindy game. Please, let me turn the corner. Pass the turn. Let me turn the corner. Please. Please. Come on. Whiff. Your deck's full of burn, but whiff. Your deck's full of burn, but whiff. Your deck is full of burn, but whiff. 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 I'm on 1. Please. Please. Ah. Right, it's 7 minutes on the clock. So, I think I probably want Ancient Grudge. Yeah, I'm cutting Avenging Hunter. Actually, probably just cut the Commodores, to be fair. That probably seems a little better. Right. We just had a lot of removal there for very, very little. Right, so this is a keep. We've got Lembas, we've got Demand Dancers, we've got an Ancient Grudge for a early sort of artifact land to kind of screw them a little bit. If not, we can use it later on, obviously, for a Fangren Marauder, gain 5. Right. Let's go. They had a obviously very fast start with Great Furnace, Tomb Raider. Let's hope they don't have that start again. This is the best start they could possibly have. Okay. That's obviously a lot slower. So we're after some removal or some lands. Again, I probably should cut this. I keep forgetting to cut this. Land is good. There you go. I'm going to play something? No. So, play Mountain. Ass, probably. We have Ancient Grudge up. Yeah. They did nothing. Okay. We have Ancient Grudge up. We have Demand Dancers. 2 is totally fine. I think are they stuck on lands here? I did this now because they can't Demand Dancers it away. They can use the mana, which is a lot different. Like, so now if they have, like, an Arms, that's fine. But they can't Deadly Dispute away to actually draw some cards. This is not amazing, but passable. So I guess we'll Lembas here. Candy Trail. I'm gonna have to put this to the bottom. On more lands. And then we'll pass. So we're on 16. They could hit us for up to 3 here, 4 here. Most likely it is 4. So I would like. So we're gonna get hit for 4 here. Well, 5 if you include the Voldar and Epicure hit. Get hit for 4 down to 11. I'm gonna do this now. Whee! Don't we have a green source? Or we have a Scred. Okay. So Oliphant gives us a green source, which we can use now. Or we can play now, I should say. Play the green source. Play a Lembas. Scry. Weather's great. The weather's great out here. Yeah. And then we can Scred the Kitchen Imp here. Found a second land. Epicure, sure. So we're gonna hit for 3 out of 7. We Scred this. Get hit for 3 out of 7. And we're gonna try and get this Fangra Marauder a victory here. Forest a good draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna play this. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can't. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to pulse the Oliphant 3, then Oliphant, and then Weather. That's probably the best bet. They're gonna hit us for 4. We are going to pulse the Oliphant here. 13. 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 6. Okay. So then let's. Do we need to Oliphant here? Oliphant. One. Oh dear. So we really need to ride this Fangren to victory. We are obviously only on 4 minutes too. So I am gonna do it this way. Crack this for 3, gain 3. 2, 3. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do this now. They could double Valve Blast here. They don't. Echo Wellspring. I'll play a land. 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's play this. See what they end up getting out of it. We can Grudge. We could Weather the Storm too. See what they end up doing. Like, I could double bolt this and then we weather. Or we could Ancient Grudge or Blood Token, for example. 2, 3, 4. So I will take the attack. I will take it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. I think we just take it here. And then I can then grudge next turn. I can grudge a blood token. Like, having access to my mana here is still fine. Like, that if they double, so if they Galv Blast plus Bolt plus all that sort of stuff, we have a pretty good window to interact. Munitions. Let's play this. Let's play, so we can shoot, grudge. Okay, so play this. I'm not going to attack, I don't think. So play this land. Because we can shoot this, grudge and weather the storm. Shoot this. Shoot. So then let's grudge one of these. Always yes. Always yield. Now I need to find a way to win. Like, I would have probably killed the treasure here, but I think ultimately I'm okay. Always yield. And let's bolt this. And then let's weather. And then I'm at a window here where I can just attack. I can't, if they double bolt this, then I can't ping for 1, but overall I think I'm pretty okay with that. Like, I'm at now at 35. Right. Woo! Now I've got 3 minutes to basically win the game. Bolt, I'm assuming, now that I'm on 35. Okay. Didn't board in the casting the fires, did I? I'm assuming that's... No, I didn't. I'm assuming this is targeting this. Yeah. Yep. There's 2 bolts on that. They're going to hit for 1. And we now need to start controlling the board here. Another Tomb Raider is not very good for us. 4 cards in hand. We do have another Pulse as well for this Fangren Marauder, but we just have to play quickly and play, like, get our threats down, control the board as quickly as possible. Sack an artifact, draw 3. There's another Fangren. There's a Lightning Bolt. There's a Lembas. So it's there. This Scribe, bottom this. Breath Weapon's a good one. Yield through the turn, and away we go. And wait till the attack, and then Breath Weapon, and then we're kind of F6ing. 2 mana. Yes. We Deadly Dispute 1. Oh, smashes. Okay. Yeah. Having a bunch of smashes in hand is totally fine by me. I can bolt this, so post combat I'm not really too fussed. 1 card in hand. Six, this. Then I'm gonna bolt this. Goodbye. I'm gonna Demand Dancers, discarding this. And then I can shoot face if I need to, but okay. This is great. Oliphant is another threat. Wellspring's an artifact and all that sort of stuff. I can't F6 though because I want to ping face if they've got 2 cards in hand, so if they have double bolt, they have to use it on the Fangren. But they are out of cards at that point. We could gain value with Blood Tokens because it might be like Fiery Temper, Bolt fine. Shoot first, that's 16. We're 2 minutes left on the clock. They have 1 card in hand. Is it a creature? Gonna flashback a Faithless Luton. Discarding 2 lands, okay. Spellbomb is actually not that awful. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play this. You got no cards in hand. Okay. Wellspring. So we have an Avenging Hunter here. Another good way of ending the game. They're gonna maybe Spellbomb here end of turn to draw a card. Yeah. Fine. Draw. Chances of gaining a damage and not F6, and I'm going to yield to next end step. They could have an answer for this, but I am going to take the risk. 10 or 4 yields. Yes. Hit for 2? No, hit for 2. I will spread this. Goodbye. Oh, the stress. We're going to hit for 6, then we're going to play the Avenging Hunter. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. This. Get a basic land. Why does the initiative take so long? Get a basic land, play land, shoot face for 1. And I don't want to play this, I don't think. I think just keeping this open is perfectly reasonable. They're on 11. They have to answer both of these guys with 1 card in hand, 4 redraws, but we have a breath weapon. So they can't even take the initiative really well. If they get cards here with... I don't know what it will be. They discarded 2 pieces of rubbish. Yep. You redraw. Redraw. Yep. Yep. Goodbye. Rah! Rah! With 40 seconds on the clock, let's go! See you guys for the next one. Hey guys, so we're here for round 2. We are here on the player. We're against Lujo, probably some black spice, I'm guessing. We can keep this hand, mono red hand, but got to see how this goes. Got to play fast. So fairly straightforward. Start with a snow-covered mountain, and then pass the turn. Easy as that. Oh, look, a Bajugabug. Like I was saying, there was black spice. Whee! So we'll just play snow-covered mountain, play Lembas. Dig for lands. Lands are good. Cool, easy as that. So black-white. So black-white blade, most likely. We're just going to play this mountain and then pass the turn. And then we'll demand answers and probably lightning bolt this Raven Inspector. Yeah. If that's... I'm going to take the 1 and then I might bolt it at the end of turn. Because they are missing on land drops here. Woo! Demand Dancer's breath weapon. I don't think I need a second breath weapon. The Demand Dancers is fine. We'll play the Greenland and then we'll pass the turn. Okay. So. Lembas. I don't know why I cracked that, but oh well. I didn't say I'll crack that just for ease, but I'm gonna Demand Dancers discard the Thrill anyways, most likely. Did they find a land? They kept it on top, but they didn't. Okay. So I'm gonna play this, take the Monarch, and try and ride on it to victory. Titan Blade probably. Skyfisher, bounce, Lembas, okay. I'm gonna bounce the land, play the land, play a Thraben or something. Okay. So we get to play this. We get to play Scred here. Bolt here. And then start him for 5. Right. And then we draw off this. So we have a land which we can actually pitch to like Thrill or something. Ivan Blade? Yes. Maybe we pitch a breath weapon. I actually don't hate that, you know. I'm gonna pitch a breath weapon. I don't think we need to go wide too much. Now I've got artifacts for Demand Dancers. Wellspring. Wellspring. Land. Having all these edict and removal spells though is rather problematic because we have no real way of actually winning the game. Yep, I found a third land. Okay. Skyfisher bounces, I'm guessing. Bring our cleric. Okay. Exile something from the graveyard? Yes. Totally fine and reasonable. So let's sack this, end of turn. We got like 9 cards, isn't it? 9 cards with no land to play. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna pitch this for a land. Play a land. 9 cards still. Then let's bolt this guy. And then let's Avenging Hunter. We get a basic land. Pitch this and probably the breath weapon. Maybe it should have been the Demand Dancers actually. Titan Blade number 2, that's fine. It's gone. So we need that one of. So am I still gonna trap or am I gonna lost well here? I need to find some action. Weather's sort of okay. Fangren's good. Left. Fangren here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fangren. Then we can Demand Dancers the Ica Wellspring if the dude gets killed. Let's see if they have another edict effect. Like, seriously? Second artifact. Might as well gain 5 while we can. Yes. Whee! Sack a guy. Let's stash here. Stash. Commodore. I guess we lead on Candy Trail. We don't want any of these. We want threats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Commodore. Leerland. Leer Lembas, I guess. All the fonts a threat. When I go to 8 cards, I'm going to discard this Thrill. Have we got rid of... Oh. Okay. 18. For a Bugle. Sure. Novice Inspector. Okay. So we'll end a turn, scred this. Untap, make a 4-1. Draw. Hit for 5. And then play a land. Probably play this land. Then Oliphant. I don't need to play another Lembas, I don't think. Hopefully we can get them, but like, yeah, I was gonna say the 3 Tithing Blades was a good draw. It slowed them down, but we want this, and probably actually want all the artifact hit, right? So munitions is bad. Thrills, okay. Moments pieces, bubble. Those air breath weapon. I don't mind like 1 or 2. Weathers we probably don't need it all either. So we can't keep a 0 lander. That is fairly straightforward. This hand is okay. What do we pitch here? We just pitch a land, right? So I'm unsure if Thrill is the correct card choice here, but leading on Bog again. I don't know why that doesn't want to check, but there we are. Okay. Highland Forest is not the worst draw in the world. Yeah. I really do enjoy this deck. I really like enjoy this sort of style of deck, I should say, as well. It's really interesting to me. Yeah, this is whatever. Sure. Handy Trail's fine. No issue with just splurging a bunch of artifacts into play. I probably, if I do play this though, Sunlit Marsh, Novice Inspector. I think I'm gonna play this. Scred plus land. I think they're both fine. Both reasonable. I don't mind another removal spell. I am gonna crack this now though. More because if I'm dusted, I don't want to get dusted because there is a chance that the board didn't dust to dust. So if they're gonna dust to dust, at least let them hit clue tokens, because we will just amass some amount of artifacts. Like I have no concern over. So I'm gonna bounce the Novice Inspector, play the Novice Inspector. Go. We can scred this. Maybe I need the relics as well, because I'm assuming there's Omen of the Dead as well. I'm opening myself up to Dust to Dust, which I don't like. Let's scred this. I maybe should have cracked this, but I think we should be okay. So I'm not against August's favour. Sure. Interesting. I will take 3 here. Just because I want to see what they do. I might crack the Oliphant. If they don't play anything, yeah. If they don't play anything, I'm fine just doing this. If they want to strands this, that's fine. And then I can just play an Avenger Hunter. Whee! I'll get a basic forest here. This will die to something. Most likely a Titan Blade. And then I can play Oliphant. I need to get used to playing these long grindy decks because my clock is definitely suffering here. I'm going to scry. I'll play a dude. Play Glintalk, bounce on a Titan Blade. So I can't play his Oliphant. Yeah. So I'm kind of needing a breath weapon here. And I cut one. So let's scry. Bottom that. Top this, I guess. Then let's thrill this. Pulse. Double pulse isn't awful. Not ideal, but not awful. Means I can sort of try and work my way through the this sort of stuff. So I'll let them do this. So then they take the initiative, get a basic land. I can then pulse end of turn to Avenger Hunter to take it back. Five lands. Cracker Clue is pretty good. For me, that is. Yep. Yeah. Whee! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do this. Avenging Hunter. Oh god. Take the initiative back. Let's stash. Yeah, basically, we'll get a treasure token. And then we have a Scred for the Glintalk, which is fine. And then they tie the Blade. And then we play the Avenger Hunter again and get a 4-1. Is that where we're at, basically? We can Scred this. Fine. 6 card in hand's a lot, and 1 being a Titan Blade is a lot. So I'm kind of I'm hoping this Mortgage Favor they're gonna like Mortgage Favor onto can't do anything there. I do really need to probably bring in the other breath weapon. No need to take damage off this where possible. They might have Prismatic Strands, but it is doubtful. But you never know. I hope they don't Forge either. Forge onto a guy is probably bad, which is maybe why that was a mistake. You take 2, but you can kill a Novice Inspector. Gain 2, sure. Horse Skyfisher bounce a Titan Blade. Damn. No Grudge, no casting the fire so far. Commodore. Not where we want to be. Let's do this on Catacombs. I can kind of Oliphant here to get another land. Oliphant. Get a tap land, but still land nonetheless. 2, 3, 4, 5. This means I can pulse and also pulse and Avenger Hunter next turn. So if they have double Titan Blade to kill the board here, sort of okay. What does this do? When it is about field, you have time, could you get -1/-1? Wow. Sweet. Yep. Ouch. Taking a lot. They get trappers, 3, 4, 5, 6. The good old one of, apparently. So we lose 5, got a 9. Gain 6, go to 15. Two mana, another Skyfish. Oh, so so we're getting Tithe and Blade out of this game really, nice and on time. Vengeance Hunter. I just need to get to a point where they can't get enough value off the Tithe and Blades. We got a Fangren, I guess. Every cloud. This doesn't have trample, so it might even be worth getting rid of the 8/8, but I think I'm actually gonna get rid of the Avenger Hunter. See what happens. Yeah, it didn't matter anyways. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Six. Does Breath Weapon clear the board? No. Bugler. Ugh. What can get us out of this? Not a lot. Not a land, anyways. Cool. So I think I probably want this Breath Weapon back. Pacifiers. Okay, I guess it's this Thrill, right? I think I'm fine with this. It's just that we need to stop the Tithe and Blade madness. Stopping the Tithe and Blade engine really allows us to deploy our threats because they don't have a lot of removal after that. That's kind of our game plan. So we'll see how it goes. So we've got removal, redraws, threat, that's also a land. Seems fine to me. So we'll see how we get on. I think early pressure is probably where this deck's lacking at the moment. I'm also throwing a lot of removal around where I probably don't need to. Need to use my life as a resource a bit more. In this matchup, it looks like. You have no burn, so may as well utilize it, I guess. I'll keep with these redraw artifacts. I'm not going to try and play around dust to dust or anything fancy like that. See if they have a threat here. Maybe should have played the forest. They don't. I mean, I can just jam. I don't hate that. I'm fine for just jamming this. Yep. Totally fine. A silica bounce planes, I'm guessing. Right, my but 2, 4, 5, so redraw. Play land. And then pass. The reason I pass and don't do it now is because there's a chance that I can get them to play a Glinthawk here. Yes. Crack the clue. Skyfisher. So here we want to Ancient Grudge this. Do I want to bolt this to stop the... I actually think I do. Yeah, I'm going to bolt this. So they have to return a land. Or itself. Which, since though they want to threaten taking the Monarch, I'm assuming they don't want to do. Yeah. cast into the fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. So I guess I'm playing the Wellspring. Play this land. And then probably want to squid this. No, take a my Monarch. I just need to get a threat to stick. I'm hitting my land drops. Angry Marauder's a good one. But I'll probably lead on Oliphant here. Oliphant hold a bolt, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, with bolt open. Or grudge. Yep. Yep. So I have a grudge in the board. To try and play something of value here. I would ideally like to kill Titan Blade. Oh. That's this. Hello. We have Bolt. They could have other removal. Like, obviously, they could have Cast Down. You know, many other options here. But ultimately, we just want to protect our Monarch and stop their engine. There's another Titan Blade. That's fine. So I'd rather, obviously, this be Titan Blade than the Fangren. The Lintalk. So I do want to grudge. I'm gonna grudge this. This allows this more likely chance to resolve. Then they can just replay the Lembas here. We get to bolt this. Bolt. Did I take a turn off? Ooh. 1, 2 extort. Spicy. So let's demand answers, sacrifice an artifact on this. Can I draw some that's not lands? Double cast into the fire. I could double cast into the fire here. I'd kill this, kill this. Is that good? Is that better than hitting a just double bolting? That land. Oh, shoot one, shoot one. That's probably better, right? No, because then we have to double bolt. Bolt. And then we'll pulse end a turn. Why did I wait? Why didn't I wait till end step? What a rookie mistake. Bugler, sure. No, I haven't got bolts for that. They reveal a caught Skyfisher. Let Lembas, sure. I'm gonna pulse back. I guess I'll pulse back the Commodore, right? In 6. And the Scry, put it on top. Okay. Candy Trail. Let's lay down a Candy Trail. Demand answers is fine. I don't think I want to pulse though. Five, 6. Yeah, worst case scenario, I can Breath Weapon plus cast. So if I find no answer in my demand answers that I'm going to draw, I should be fine. And still protect this Monarch. So we'll kind of see how that gets on. So they're attacking. We will cast Demand Answers. Avenging Hunter plus some more Demand Answers. So if I Demand Answers again... Still got a Commodore though, so I could probably just take it, right? So let's crack this. And see if we get a Scred. 9. I think they can take the Monarch here. I don't really care too much. I don't think. Yep. Yes. Hmm. Yeah, so we'll untap. Excuse me. We will untap and Commodore, right? Double breath weapon. So let's play land. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Commodore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So even to be fair, if I Andy Trail. I want to. Do you know what? I'm gonna keep all the breath weapons. What's the worst that can happen? So then we're gonna draw here end of turn with the Monarch, and then we're gonna bolt this Bugler. So draw, bolt. Goodbye, Bugles. Trans. Return. When this enters, return target creature. Return a creature you control. So when this comes in, I think I just breath weapon, right? It kills this though. Or what's the best way around it? So because I want them, if they have a time limit, I want them to use it. So maybe I just actually deal 1, deal 1. Deal 1, deal 1. So they at least, these are dead. This guy's not dead, but is what it is. But they can't take the Monarch this turn, and pass down or draw a card. Okay. 6 Storm. So they can't take the Monarch this turn, so then they can play the Bugler and then Tithe Blade. Tithe Blade number 2, right? Yeah. Which is fine. Like, I do have one thing left. Tithe Blade. And this deck fully relies on Tithe Blades, so, like, if they find it here, like, it's annoying. Like, because they're only 8. Okay, they're going to snuff out. That's all reasonable. Dawnbringer, sure. That's fine. No problem there. So we're going to draw a... Yes. 7, 3 for 5. 6. 5, 6. I'm gonna play this. I don't know if this is correct, but I'm going to play it. I do need to try and get them dead as quick as possible. So I can double breath weapon. So say if they Tithe Blade here, kill my guy, or just kill my guy, sorry. If they kill my guy, I can then double extract a confession. Sure. That's my guy dead. Breath weapon. Let's hope they don't have strands here, because it's pretty brutal if they do. Managed to save them for another day. Omen of the Dead is pretty awkward. They have a Skyfisher, I'm assuming, right? Did they have one Skyfisher? Yes. This is where it gets annoying. They bring a Dawnbringer cleric back. Dawnbringer back from the Avenger Hunter, I'm assuming. Exile the Avenger Hunter, sure. Try. We don't want this. Do you want another threat? I don't have an answer, so I think I have to bottom. Bro, I don't have an answer at this 1-3. Pulse. Well, that would have been great to return something with there. So let's 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's play this. Then let's Demand Dancers, sacrifice an artifact on the Lembas. So we can shuffle back stuff in. Always trigger. Yes. Always shield. Woo! Give me an answer to this. Oh, it's not an answer to this. But we get to do this. And then pass. So we're on, like, obviously a lot of life here. Thrills, not that great. So I just hope they don't have a removal spell for this Fangren. That's kind of where I'm at. Skyfisher, they already have, right? Okay. They are bouncing probably Omen of the Dead. Four cards, one being an Omen. Okay. Maybe I need some enchantment removal too. Oh, no attacks, which is good. I want to save this pulse for something else, so I'm just going to draw a card game 5. Oh. So let's dash. Actually, probably Arena. Arena target this. Okay, draw. Skred. So that's Lembas. Bottom that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this. Hello. Play land. I'm going to attack with this. They'll probably block with the Skyfisher. Omen of the Dead. What are the Omen of the Dead now? Oh, I'm really confused. Oh, it's a white man. Target white man lion. Am I supposed to then scred here? Am I supposed to scred this now? I'm guessing that's what it's there for. Block, that's fine. Yep. And then white man. Yep. Yes. Hopefully that's to stop the loop and they don't have a third or Skyfisher, but we'll see. We draw Commodore, which is not the worst. We have a breath weapon which deals with this white man. This is interesting. They do have a core Skyfisher. Okay. Hopefully they don't have a removal spell though. Bog me. Do I have anything worth saving? No, right? No. I'm not Oliphant, but I don't really care about. I get to give this guy trample, right? Yeah. Omen, sure. Yes. Is this just going to be coreskyfisher.com? Sure. So I think I probably thrill. Then they're not going to attack. Thrill, discard this. Double land's not ideal. 14 cards. Do I go Catacombs here? Probably. So then I play land. Swing in. Ring! I'm gonna hit them for 13. Got a double block, right? Okay. So they're both dead. And they're taking 8. 1, 2, 3. Turn this. Play this. And I'll probably just play this, to be honest. Just, here's a bunch of guys. Deal with them, your turn. Seems like a solid place to be. If I'm honest. Especially with an Ultimate Lumen as well. Omen, bring back. I'm assuming the Skyfish. No, the Fleeceman. Okay. Return a creature you control, right? Yeah. Can you kill me? Attack for 2. Yeah. So they're going to attack, take the Monarch and the initiative. Right? I'm assuming. Yep. Damage, take the Monarch, take the initiative. Take Monarch, take initiative, get a basic land, Fleeceman this back, bounce this, play this again, bounce Omen, bring back this Militia, the Skyfisher. And if they have enough mana, bring back another 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To the 1 mana short, right? So I need something else. Policeman, got Skyfisher, Omen, Fleeceman, Omen, Skyfisher. I would guess at this point they could try and get something else, but no, Skyfisher. But then they can Skyfisher, get Omen. Omen gets a 1-drop, and that 1-drop can be Draven. So I don't know if he's gonna cut the mustard. I just don't. Omen. Oh, just Dawnbringer? Okay. Gain 2. Yeah. Have a lot of trample. Oh dear. Can we get there? Skred. I think Skred helps, right? So we're going to play a land. And we're going to attack. Whee! And I'm going to give the 5/5 trample. Let's see how this goes. So it's Skred, obviously something rather important. And they are tapped out too. So it'll take a whole turn to build back up. Yes. So taking 3 there. So 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, that's 11, right? So take 4 here, 4 here, and 3 here. That's 11. By my maths. GG. Wow. Oh, yeah, it's definitely 11, right? Can I count? 3. Nothing. 4. 4. Exactamundo. Let's go. See you guys for round 3. Hey guys, welcome back here to round 3. See if we can get this. This hand's fine. Again, we don't have green, but we have early removal. We have a couple of early plays. Cliff Gate, eh? So Boros Gates is fine. So let's just lead on a Candy Trail into Wellspring. Double Demand Dancers is actually pretty reasonable here. It's not ideal to obviously Demand Dancers this. I don't even know why I've got my headphones on. But there we have it. I was thinking that my audio sounds weird, but it's actually just me. Yeah, you don't need to Demand Dancers like the Candy Trail. It's not ideal, but however, it's still an artifact. It's still, like it's kind of like the blue black Jujuce in the deck I tried when MKM came out. Basically, like it's fine to Deadly Dispute a clue, but it's not preferred. So we are obviously gonna Wellspring this. So we're against what, Mardu Gates? It's probably Mardu Synth. I've seen a few of the lists running Gates nowadays, so see how we get on. We can obviously out very high removal, all that sort of, like high removal count, all that sort of stuff. So we'll see how we end up getting on. Breath Weapon is a good one. Our big thing is probably Omen of the Dead and Skyfisher. Yeah. So we'll see how we end up doing here, because I think I don't want to bolt this. I would rather get it eaten by a Breath Weapon, if I'm honest. So we'll kind of see how we get on here. Synth's fine. And they flip a core Skyfisher. So that's something I'd rather bolt, but Skyfisher, I'm assuming that they might bounce the synth, but they will just lose whatever they bounce. I guess unless it's a land, right? I guess if it's a land, it's a hit. Yeah. Yep. So we could Demand Dancers. Yeah, I think we just Demand Dancers. I don't think we care too much about... we don't care too much about this sort of... Okay. Munitions isn't the worst. It's not the greatest in this deck, but it also gives us some reach. So 4 mana. What do we want to do here? So do I want to play? I guess I just want to play them. No, I probably want to play the forest, the Highland Forest here, and probably just discard a Demand Dancers. I don't think we need this many. So then a swing in. So I guess we start by bolting this. I'm fine taking some amount of damage, but I don't want to take too much. And again, these can just be eaten by a Breath Weapon. Then sure. They're stuck on lands though, to be fair. Looking at this. So do I bottom that land? Do I put the do I crack the Candy Trail here? The final land. Let's crack the Candy Trail. We're a land. Screddy. So I think I'm actually just gonna play Makeshift Munitions here, and then probably just look at Breath Weaponing. Hopefully they commit another threat, but are they just gonna bolt us here? Yeah. Valve Blast, sure. This is why I'm fine taking a little bit, but I don't want to take too much because they do just have a lot of burn. Hopefully they maybe just play a Basilisk Gate and try and pump one of these. Basilisk Gate. Whee! So we still get that 2 for 1. And made them waste 3 mana. And they play their own makeshift munitions. Okay. So I kind of want to demand answers here. Discarding a... Probably just a mountain, actually. We got a Candy Trail and another mountain. So let's play a Candy Trail. Oliphant is a threat. I'm going to bottom this. Top this. It also works quite well with Pulse. So I'm going to play this. And then pass here. Because then I can hold up Scred. I don't think I will need a Scred. But I can basically draw a card, discard Oliphant to get a land. Crack the synth. And then they get a synth. Okay. So I have a 2/2. Play the synth. And they get a Cliff Gate. Okay. So I'm going to draw a card with this. Got a 17 and then Pulse. Draven, sure. We do have quite a lot of... breath weapons in the deck, so... I guess I get a Highland Forest. Why not? I guess I start with a Lembas. I guess I put that on top. Play a Lembas. Put that on the bottom. Another Oliphant. Okay. So I want to Scred and demand answers here, so I'm gonna allow myself to have access to that. I'm not gonna Scred now because I take one. Basically, I take one because I've let them untap. They can makeshift munitions me with the creature that they Basilisk Gate. This is fine, right? I think I just take this. I think I'm overall pretty fine with this. I've only got 4 cards in the hand. Makeshift munitions is scary, don't get me wrong. Especially in that deck. It's not so scary in our deck, but we can just churn through our deck pretty well here. Omen is, again, as I mentioned, the card that I am scared about, especially with Skyfisher here. We are really after a Avenging Hunter. And a way to really clear this board quite well. Because even if they do have removal, we can pulse it back, which is something I'd prefer to do. And then Omen. Why did they play the Omen there? That's interesting. I guess I just want the Glint Hog value, sure. I'm assuming they're returning the synth here. Hopefully they hit something that I can't cast Ancient in. Okay. So we'll demand answers. Attacking at Lembas. Shuffle. Draw 2. Lightning Bolt and an Avenging Hunter. So I now need to get to a position where I can play this Avenging Hunter. I'm going to lead on Lembas. Try and find another breath weapon. That is not another breath weapon. That's another square. That's another removal spell. Which isn't the worst. And yeah. So we can... Hopefully we should be able to remove this board. So shoot me for 1. Okay. So we have Pulse plus double removal spell. Is that basically where we're at? I'm going to Galv. Oh, they're just going to makeshift munitions. Got Pulse now. So we're on 12 with 4 cards in hand. And then 4 creatures. I maybe should have actually scredded there, but we will see. So let them attack. So they're not getting something. Then I'm going to pulse. I'll pulse back a land here or an Oliphant. I guess the Oliphant, right? And then I'm just going to double scred. This puts us to 18. And then we scred this. And then we may as well scred this as well. Over the strands, that is. Did I have a strands here? Or did I try to shoot it? Shoot it is, that's fine. I think I need to get rid of the flyer here. Shoot it does. Yep. And then we take 3 out of 13. Synth. Into the Skyfisher was brutal. They clearly were looking for the Skyfisher. Now they can get the Omen. And then Omen gets the Skyfisher. And then rinse and repeat. And this is why Skyfisher Omen's really strong against these sort of decks. But they are playing it again and it... Alright, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm surprised that they went that route, but here we are, nonetheless. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of need to just try and hope that I can turbo through all this sort of stuff. We're going to get a basic land, gain 2, shoot. Whoa. I'm going to play this right. And see what happens. We're obviously going to bolt 1 core Skyfisher. Hopefully block another dude. We just need to try and, if they remove this, we're just dead. Go. So, I think, unfortunately, I think Relic's probably what we have to go for. Even though it's not the greatest again, it's just literally the Omen. I'm fine with the Fangren as well. Pulse might be a good option too. And I don't think we need any more of these. I think the Thrill's pretty bad. Makeshift Munitions is pretty bad. Do we want Weather or Moment's Peace? Probably Moment's Peace, actually, right? And I don't know if we want Grudge or not. I don't think so. Doesn't really do too much. We'll probably just cut both Weathers. Got Pulse Fangren for life gain if we need to. And obviously the Lembas and Candy Trail stuff. This is fine again. Not really ideal that we have Candy Trail to sacrifice, but it's still fine. Like, I'd still rather get 2 cards off of Demand Dancers. But we hit a Lembas anyways, so it didn't matter. Top. They're gonna play a gate. Novice Inspector. Sure. We're gonna Lembas. I probably should have bottomed the bolt, but I think overall it's pretty fine. Like, I'm now committed to topping this bolt. But I should have probably bottomed it for a land. Now if we don't hit a land off the Demand Dancers, we're pretty boned. We have 3 draws. White red. Skyfisher Bounce Inspector. The value. Hit a land anyways. Because we hit a land, I don't need to do this right now. Again, it's just sort of an awkward thing as well. Like a little... I'm just going to try and save as much damage as possible. Obviously, they have the reach compared to us. The Novice Inspector. But another thing that obviously this is not Deadly Dispute is in a situation like this, we could actually get to a position where we could Demand Answer this, get a treasure token, or well, Deadly Dispute this, get a treasure token, and then it's not reasonable to just Avenging Hunter here. But now it is. Yep. All fine. There's our green sauce. And yeah. Probably may look at demand answering this candy trail, but we'll see. This is just a straight lightning bolt or something. End of turn. Yeah. So we're gonna look at probably trying to remove as much as possible here. We are going to bolt this just in case there's a Palace Sentinels. I'm just trying to save as much damage as possible again. Crack closure. Passing the turn or not? Pass turn, that's great for us. We will just crack this candy trail. Gain 3, keep us further out of range, and then just jam an Avenger Hunter. Cool. Even if they do kill this, I've still got the initiative. I probably want another green source just in case. This is dead. Oh no, it's not. I expected a cast down there, if I'm totally honest. Tithe and Blade, sure. It's gone. So we're gonna Lost Well, just try to start find stuff. This is fine. We have an answer for this. It's Goblin Tomb Raider I was sort of worried about, but most of them don't run that. They're not an aggro deck. We're gonna Lost Well. We don't want this. I guess I'll take this. 4 plus Scred. Do I want a Commodore here? Probably. I guess I Scred it first, right? Let's Scred this first. Like this. Then play Commodore. So now we're fully turtling up. That's our game plan. We have found it. Scred's also a good draw. So then now we can Ica Wellspring plus Demand Dancers plus try and remove something. Hopefully they... I don't say hopefully because I don't actually have it, but I think their biggest plan now is obviously the one-to-one removal is kind of where we're going to be key. So they need to look at going wide, which is where hopefully the breath weapons come in, and we sort of bury that and use like Screds and Bolts to take care of the core Skyfishers. And then hopefully we just find a relic to kind of beat the Omen of the Dead. And this is sort of our game plan. We're just going to try and turtle up, go through the Undercity as much as possible. Through the Undercity as much as possible, gain value there, and then just bury them. So they're flipping the Tithe and Blade, which is for tapping out for it as well. So we will stash here, which also gives us an artifact for this, but we also have the Wellspring. But Oliphant 6. I'm sort of thinking just attack an Oliphant. I don't actually hate that. Because we still have a Scred here. And we've got the Monarch, so we're sort of just trying to bury them. Lose one game on, that's fine. So just interesting here that there are 4 cards in hand now. Obviously, lose one game on, that's fine. And if they want to then Tithe and Blade us, they lose that 5 mana that they did nothing last turn with. So it's pretty interesting here. But overall, we are obviously very, very far ahead. Their obviously advantage is Omen of the Dead sort of loops, but they need to answer our creatures first and then somehow try to take the fact that they didn't play anything has me, it's quite good that I don't think they have many creatures is where I'm thinking here. So we'll kind of see how we get on. Yeah, I'm pretty hopeful for this game so far, but obviously a lot can happen. We're not out the woods yet for sure. Apparently we are. So I don't really think we want to change anything really. I do like the moments pieces sort of, especially when our plan is to just turtle up here. There is a consideration to board in another one, but it's what to cut at that point. They have a lot of removal, so Pulse is pretty good. Wellspring, Lembas, Relics, all that sort of stuff is pretty good. I think 3 is probably fine. They do redraw, they do sacrifice to Demand Hunters, so they're not completely dead. They're not the fastest deck. I would like to keep very threat heavy too. It's like Lightning Bolt, Scred, Demand Dancers is sort of like where I'm, but I just think keeping those high is probably key. for something like Moment's Peace, which is quite situational. So 2 lands, double Moment's Peace, a lot of redraws. I think this is fine. We're just gonna go Mountain Candy Trail, Mountain Lembas. The aggro start. Yeah. Breath Weapon's a great one. Just need to find more lands now. So we're gonna draw 1. So I think I have to. Yeah, I think I just have to. Definitely have to bottom the Avenger Hunter. We're not there yet. Can I top this? Or do I just... No, I just probably bottom this for another land. Or another look at a land. Because we just need to hit the land drop for this. This answers Core Skyfisher. This answers all the 1/2s they're going to play. So. And these gain us life out of range of burn. So I guess I'll Lembas here because I'm digging for a land. It's a land. Not the ideal land, but it's a land nonetheless. Interesting to see what they end up doing here. Synth. They got the lands into another synth. And they got a Glinthawk. I'm assuming they're bouncing a Clue. Because I literally can't play anything here. I would like... Okay, they're just losing the Glinthawk off the top. That's fine. I would like a basic land here, but as I said, I don't think it's going to be. We're going to play the Wellspring here. We find a Demand Answers. We're going to play this. And Forest, and then we're going to pass the turn. So we do take quite a lot here. We're taking 4 out of 13, so that puts us into very much into burn range, especially with double red. We're a synth in hand. Yeah, we really need to start answering this board. And they've got a Basilisk Gate. Jeez. So they can tap it, leaving a red open. Yep. 4, 5, 6, so we're down to 11. Jesus. Jesus. Okay. So we're whiffing on lands, which is pretty brutal. Yeah, we're just gonna have to. I think we just pass the turn here. Hopefully they. Well, hopefully they don't have a lot of burn, but they seem like they've got a lot of burn. Okay, so we're on 8. That puts us in double Galv Blast range as well, which is pretty bad. Yeah. Hopefully they try and tap out here for gates and we can just Breath Weapon. That's sort of what I'm hoping. But we cannot guarantee it. This is why it's really interesting because they could have strands here. So they attack, and I Breath Weapon and they strands were pretty dead. So I think I'm probably just got a Moment's Peace, which may seem a bit strange, but yep. It seems unlikely they do have strands in their deck because they are a synth deck, but I can afford to play around it, I think, especially if they are going to commit more guys to the board. I have no issues with that. So say if they tap low here, like, I can't see why they would be considering to keep 3 mana up here, so if they play like a Core Skyfisher, I'll just bolt it. 1 and a red. Crack Clue. So I don't need to bolt these. I'll probably just Breath Weapon now. We hit another land. We're just hitting another land. I actually also think, again, I just pass the turn because I can Demand Answers the Ichor Wellspring and then Moment's Peace again. And just try. I'm trying not to be greedy with the Breath Weapon, but I'm also trying to set myself up to actually win the game and not just answer the board. Whee! Synth, sure. It could be just a burn spell away from killing us as well, which is something to bear in mind. Ancient Dome, which I'm assuming they're playing, right? We only got 3 cards in hand. We'll probably need to... We need to look at using these Lembasses and Candy Trills as life gain too. So holding these up is pretty good. They only have 1 red source here as well. So I'm free to demand answers this Ichor Wellspring this turn. Hoping to find another untapped land. Which is a good thing about this deck. There is quite a lot. Like, there's only the 4 Highland Forests. So most of the time, if you are going to find a land, it is pretty much Skyfisher. Are they going to Tithe Blade or something? Might Tithe Blade here just for value. To have a... to flip it next turn. And the big difference for not bringing in... so, I think I just... Breath Weapon here, get rid of the board. And then I think I just... Candy Trail. To gain some life, just to ensure that we are outside of alt range or whatever. Omen of the Dead is fine. They bring back a Glint Hawk, I'm assuming. Yeah. Like, it's not ideal, but it is fine. Like, they do have now a 2-2, which obviously doesn't work with Omen of the Dead, so it is just a one-off. But if they do find a Skyfisher, that's where it'll obviously shine. So we have Oliphants, which can obviously turn into lands, which is great. And we can Commodore to try and turtle up a little bit. So hopefully they just have this Glint Hawk, and they don't find any more threats off the synths. Oh. Lembas. The more mana they commit to taking game actions that isn't relevant, like the Lembasses, the Tithe Blades and things like that, the more chance we have to turtle up as well with the Monarch, which is pretty key. Scroy. Scrying. They kept on top. We've got 5 cards in hand now. 4 cards in hand, 1 of them being a synth, which they might play now, I'm assuming. Which again, they're going to Skyfish or Munitions. Munitions is brutal. But again, this is our sideboard choice, and if we had the Glamours in our sideboard, these would be less of an issue. This is problematic for us. So, I'm just going to bolt this. Be bolted. We'll take the 1. Yeah. Want to play land. And then we're going to play Commodore. And we are basically just going to turtle up this turn and then look at Lembas and next turn. Is kind of my game plan. Pulse is pretty good again. Another life gain spell. Especially that brings back the Elephant. We just have to... I think we just have to survive this turn, really. And we should be okay. But we are on 10. 8, 9. Which, you know, is pretty close to dead. Especially with all this. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they have another burn spell. Oh, they've got the 2 Ancient Dens. Of course. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we just did. Yeah, I think I missed the Ancient Dens there. Oh, I should have cracked the Lembas. That was a mistake on my half. Yeah, that was a misplay by me. I forgot the 2 Ancient Dens. But yeah, this was basically a deck building error. Like, having access to these and no answer to them is pretty bad for us. So, oh well. See you guys for the next one. Hey guys, welcome back here to round 4. We can't keep this on the play. This is keepable on the play though. Cards. Do we probably just get rid of a demand answers here? Just because the weather, you never know, it could be useful. It could be the deck that, you know, we want weather for. Oh. We're just going to play Mountain, play Candy Trail. Again, just digging for lands. And answers to stuff, I guess. I guess we take the Avenging Hunter. No issues with it, really. What are the opponent on? They are on Ponza, I'm guessing. Imagine Ponza's a pretty bad matchup for us. Ponzati, no. Yep. We should have played in Mountain, Lembas. I guess I bottom the Avenging. Yeah, I guess I bottom the Avenging Hunter. I'm gonna land. Thrill does not do that. Am I getting Thermode? Or Acid Moss by the looks of this? Acid Moss or Thermo. We gain them life as well. Look at that. Wombo combo. I'm gonna play another Abro. No, just let go. Mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they could bottom pie here. If they do, I'll probably just concede. If I'm totally honest. Okay. They did something not that impactful. Bro, sure. And then hit for 1. Whee! I'm looking for a breath weapon here, to be honest. Oh no, that's breath weapon, but okay. Take the 1. I don't need to commit the green yet to show them that we are red green. So I'm just gonna play this. Probably just play the Wellspring. Just keep trying to hit land drops. Or relevant stuff, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 mana this turn. Hopefully they don't have a big guy. Sometimes that does happen with this deck. They just have a lot of nothing. And that's what it sort of looks like here. Cool. And that is, yeah, kind of where I'm hoping. Yeah. I'm going to Oliphant here for a Mountain. Again, I don't need to show them green or anything like that, so we don't need it yet. Scred. Let's play a land. Play a Lembas. Makeshift munitions. I'm gonna top this, weirdly enough. And then I'm gonna pass the turn. Then I shoot this, scred this. It's kinda what I'm thinking. But I'm gonna keep the scred in case they have an Avenging Hunter, Borden Party, that sort of thing. But the makeshift munitions can be really good at just killing their stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they could have an Avenging Hunter here still. Again, I'm just gonna take this. 11. Acid Moss. Yeah, I'm just gonna scred this. And then I now can makeshift munitions shooting this and shooting this. Like, we're not out of the water yet because they have access to basically cast everything without these, but it definitely alleviates the pressure. So, is there any benefit from shooting the second one as opposed to holding up a scred for that threat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I guess the benefit is Altasaur, right? So this gets us out Altasaur, but we take 6, basically. So if they have a Borden Party or an anything, that's fine. But like we have answers for that. But I'm just gonna play this land and pass. We have Scred, we have Thrill. We can draw off Candy Trail. We do have Weather too. We do need a threat though. They have an Avenging Hunter. 6, don't have a Borden Party. Borden Party, sure. Into something irrelevant, please. Please, something irrelevant, please. Please. I don't know why my revealed on never. Oh, they had Scred. Okay. Go. Bye. I'll just gain some life just to alleviate some pressure here. I don't want to be surprised by being able to be hit for something. I'm gonna candy drill here. Gonna play a land. Drill another land. Okay. Well, we're flooded. We really are looking for basically just threats. We have a bolt for, well, a boarding party. I would have liked to have kept that scred, but can't do anything about it really. You got cleanse step. 1, 2, 3. I just bolt this, probably not. Drill this land, I guess. We have some action, please. That's a lot of lands. Usually against Ponza, that's actually pretty reasonable, but not today. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I don't need to kill this because it can still also 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so we've only got 5 lands left in our deck. So this Avenging Hunter. Aldersaw. Aldersaw into Thermocast. Okay. Get the forest, I'm assuming. Well, the Highland Forest. Yes. Maybe I shouldn't have pitched the other one as well, because there is a chance that this forest goes and we have 1, 2, 3. We have 1 forest left. Bolt this. Could end up taking 6 pretty soon. Lembas. Alt. Bottom. Lembas. Breath weapon. Bottom. Angry Marauder. Okay. Angry Marauder is actually pretty reasonable. Allows us to basically just gain life out of these, but we also need this green source not to be blew up. Yeah, well, there goes that green source that I was on about. Yeah, we're pretty dead now. I shouldn't have discarded that Highland Forest. Just discarded a mountain. Well, you live and learn. It's good. Play this land. And then I'm going to pass. So we can gain 6 out of this, out of dying fairly quickly, but their deck's very threat dense. Ours is not, especially with no green sources. We'll take 6 down to 11. Because I can keep these for bolts as well. Yep. Yep. We're pretty dead. We're pretty dead. Gave me my 1 draw step. I can't even draw an untapped green source too. Which is brutal. Yep. Yeah, that misplay of discarding the Highland Forest really cost me. So, with that being said, we probably don't want Weathers, don't want Moment's Peace. We probably want the Pulse. Probably want... Again, the Glamours would have been good so far. Do we want these to kill... I guess on the play they're not actually that bad at killing Arbor Elves. Probably want a Fangren too. Seems reasonable. I don't think this is a great matchup. Started off pretty well, but yeah, I think we're running into bad things. Plus, also I'm playing pretty loose. I think this is fine. We got a Thrill. We have a Scred for an early Arbor Elf too. I actually probably should have played a Mountain here. My mistake. Yep. Nice place. We don't need double red yet. Just gonna Thrill when they decide to land, blow up our land. 3 Thermocast. What are we pitching? Probably a Commodore. I know the oh, should have took breath weapons out. Well, I guess breath weapons are not the worst. Yeah. Breath weapons not the worst, but it's also not the best. Like by any stretch, it's just another way of killing cheap stuff. I'm assuming we're getting acid mossed here. Discard this. There's 2 green sources down. We got a Lembas, but no land. Yes, yes, yes. Scred's not looking the greatest. Land? Tap land as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they could board and pie here. At least we have the bolt. Board and pie or Avenger Hunter? Board and pie. Or board and pie into Avenger Hunter, let's be honest. Gorilla Shaman. Okay. Odd, but okay. Yes. Alt. Land. Land. I just need the I need the lands to keep on coming. The lands are not keeping on coming. Like I need the land there especially to probably hit this other boarding party, which I'm assuming is coming down. Okay. I would like the breath weapon right now, but I don't have the mana for it anyways, so I just need them to avoid the land destruction now and just like 2's enough, let me do my thing kind of thing, but doubtful that it's going to be that way. We do have a candy trail, so if they do decide to... Okay. That's fine. Yes, hit for 1. A lot of artifact destruction, but... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't need to kill this. So I can just do a little Lembas here to be mana efficient, in the hope to try and find untapped land to candy trail. Probably best. Untap land. Land. Candy trail. We just need to hit lands. Avenging Hunter's probably fine, but I need that land. I need that land. I need them to be threat-like now. So we're going to go land, Wellspring, hopefully double Scred, assuming that they don't have something huge. And they've cascaded into Avenging Hunter. Great. Great, great, great. I think this is over. I think it's all over. So I need to be able to... What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? Best way for this. Yes, hit for 3, sure. I want them to forge this. 2 cards in hand. We get out on top land. Then we're all Wellspring. And then we've got double Scred. We're 1 land short for killing this, but we can kill this. Oliphant. Okay. So we want a single Scred this. Hopefully they forge this. Hopefully they forge the Avenging Hunter. So then we're not taking extra 2 damage, but forge. They do forge this, so they do recognize. I can double Scred that, but I don't feel that's a smart thing to do. No, I think we just accept that, right? So we Scred this, take 9. So I think we Scred this. So we can try and hope to draw another land. Or we can Oliphant for another land and take 11. Puts us to 5. This, then we can play this plus Scred next turn. I think I have to... No, because 2 Scred down is like really bad. I think I have to take all this. And somehow try and life gain my way out of this. Just don't blow up my land. Oh my god, go away. 3, 6. 6 is 11, 8, 9, 10, 11. Crap, we're just dead anyways. Oh well. See you guys for the next one. Here we are for round 5 here. See how we... I think this is keepable. We just have removal into fog. So, see what we're up against. Where fog is fairly irrelevant. So here we are on the play. Just going to play this mountain and then pass. Probably look at Oliphant / Scred, depending on what they have. Obviously can't Scred like a turn 1 Tomb Raider, but who knows what they're on. Forest. Arbor Elf. Ponza again. Goodbye. Play a land and pass the turn. Probably just end of turn Oliphant. So are we against Ponza or against Elves or Elves? Scred. Mountain Cycle, got a Highland Forest against Elves, so that should be a much better matchup than Ponza. Need to answer the Timberwatch Elves is another big thing. We can clear up a lot of the board with Breath Weapon. So we'll see how this goes. Right on time. Look at that. Why did I just play that land? Oh my god. What am I doing? I just played the Snow-Covered Forest as well for zero reason. Oh, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Quirion, sure. I think I'll let this resolve. Yeah, I think I'll let this. I need to leave the Scred for the 3-mana guy. So I'm just gonna let Breath Weapon kind of clear up all these 1/1s. Yes. Yes. Like again, I think I'm just gonna let. Do I just Breath Weapon this board actually? I might have Dispel, but highly unlikely. Handy Trail. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I just top these, right? Top. Play land, and then we'll. They're stuck on 2 lands though. Well, at the moment. Could draw a 3rd here and just play Timberwatch. Quirion's fine. With the Birchlaw. Untap. Oh, they're gonna play a 2-drop. Winding Way. Chop. Yield to end step. We're gonna crack this. And then we're gonna draw. Play this. Whee! I'm gonna play this. So we do tap out. But ultimately I think that's okay. I'm gonna get the forest for reasons. They would then have to basically go wide and kill this from revealing. Timberwatch is fine. Again, another card that we can basically. I'm just gonna forge here. Forge this. I'm gonna Scred this now. Lembas. Weather, I don't think I need. Land, okay. And I was basically just gonna Moment's Peace at that point. So. Double cast into the fire. I need the Moment's Peace. That Moment's Peace is probably better than other stuff. So double cast and Moment's Peace is probably pretty good. I'm fine. I don't think I need the Fangren. I don't think I need the Pulse. Then probably a Thrill. Actually probably keep the Thrill and probably cut a Weather. Like 1 Weather's fine. Keep the mixed munitions even though it's not the greatest. Keep the draw, keep all this stuff. It'd be all good in the hood. I think this should be a much better matchup than the other stuff, but we'll kind of see how we get on. I feel like I probably could have won round 4 as well. I did just play it quite badly. I missed obviously the makeshift munitions lethal. I definitely think this deck has some sort of potential. It's definitely misbuilt to some extent, but we get there. We live and we learn. Like makeshift munitions is one bad thing, I guess, but we'll see. No removal, but I do think this is fine. Might be a bit slow, and we might end up paying for that, but we will see. Because we can just... They're just going to play an elf, sure. Breath weapon's fine. And then I'm just going to pass it, yeah. So that forest cycling here, which is good for us because it's actually a lot slower. Tangled Islet is a worry. As it is their blue source, they're going to hit for 1, sure. We will just get probably actually just a basic mountain. Keeping our lands on tap's probably pretty good. Wellspring. Shields are down, but what can you do? Because we want to try and breath weapon here. They have like a dispel or a hydro up, unless if they don't attack, they have something up. Yeah. Right. So I'm gonna do this, I think. See if they hydro, they don't. I kind of half expected them to, I'm not gonna lie to you. So then we'll play this tap land, and then discard 2 cards, probably an Oliphant, and a land. So they might be able to go ham here and then have like a hydro up. So we need to kind of, and that's probably going to be too big now. We have another elf. No blue source, but that's out of range. Okay. Scred. So we want to play this land, breath weapon. So we need to get a scred for this like ASAP. Obviously all our burn being damage based though is pretty brutal. So let's hope they don't have much. They'll probably have a way to rebuild. Or so we can still scred it. That's fine. But they do have 1 card in hand. Moments piece is pretty big. Play a land and probably look at passing here. And then we'll demand answers the Wellspring probably. Wind and Way. Scroll down because they reveal Distant Melee Arbor Elf, Wind and Way, reveal Forest, Distant Melee Arbor Elf, Wind and Way. That's pretty unlucky. Yes. No cards in hand. So I'm going to respond to this trigger. Do this. Try and find a scred, please. Scred 1 time. Scred 1 time. None of these are scred. So we're going to look at moments pacing. We're going to need to keep hitting land drops to kind of basically carry this. We're going to hit for 6, right? 6. So we're going to try and Lembas stuff to try and get something good here. So Lembas, casting the fires, not awful. Let's play a land. Deal 1 to this, 1 to this. They're dead. We have a 5/5, which we can moments peace if needed. I think we do though. They attack. Sure. We moments peace. Keep ourselves relatively high. We draw Lembas. So let's thrill discarding makeshift munitions. Let's play a Candy Trail. Scred Bolt. So top, Draw. Scred. Don't have a dispel. There's one cat. Yeah! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I can't believe this deck managed to actually positively 3-2. Like, that's... I'm actually quite surprised, but to be fair, it shows the state of the format. I do think this deck is slightly misbuilt. I do think I would like the Glamours or some sort of enchantment hit in the actual 75. I just think you might as well. The other thing, I guess, is I don't think the thrills and the makeshift munitions probably aren't good enough. I would probably just put some Braids in or something. I think Braid's actually pretty well positioned. Unsure. I think it's probably a 3-1 split. I actually don't think. I think just three moments pieces is probably where you'd want to be here, especially with the demand answers. I don't think you want something like Faithless still. I think we probably want some early game guys. You know, like Blue has Augur, so we kind of want something like that. It might even be just Forge Chanter, to be honest, because it obviously is a 1-3. There will be other threats, and I will probably obviously look at that. But you kind of want it to be a 1-3, so that sort of thing. Artifact, if it's an artifact, it's probably better as well because you can demand answers it away. So I will be having a look at that overall. But yeah, I do think it's slightly misbuilt. These three in particular, the lands are fine. I was happy with 18-3. That seemed fine. Probably a Weather the Storm could go. Probably the Fangren goes into the main somewhere as well. And I do think the sideboard needs a little bit of a relook at. But again, this deck was fun. I really did enjoy playing this deck. It was really good to try and figure out all the different things. And I think the 2 games that we lost because we misplayed more than anything else. And misbuilt the deck. So this deck is probably okay. Like, I would bring this back again. It was a long video. I do apologize for that. But hope you guys enjoyed it. And do not forget to check out Manatraders using the coupon code Teasdale for 10% off. And also check out the Manatrader series, the longest running league ever. So please check it out and stay tuned for more videos. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Peace!